Hey guys, welcome to Tony's How To's. In this video, I will show you how to edit videos for YouTube. So there's actually 5 ways or 5 important things that you should remember or is actually important when you're actually editing videos for YouTube. So the first thing that you have to remember, or the first thing that is very important when you're actually editing YouTube videos, is to actually identify the type of software that you are going to use. So typically, if you want to go professional about it, you could go ahead and use Adobe Premiere. So Adobe Premiere is a very powerful tool by Adobe, which is you could actually use powerful tools for you to edit your videos. But if you want to go basic about it, you could use basically CapCut for this one, because they already have basic or the semi-professional look on your videos. A lot of creators also use CapCut, so don't worry about it. So the CapCut also has a lot of templates or animation that you could use. But if you want to further expand your library, you could go ahead and use their pro version. So for example, here you could go ahead and create a new project, and from here you could just select the pro version and you'll be able to access the different effects and transitions that they have on pro. Because as you can see here, there's the pro tag here for their effects. And that's basically it. So if you want to use Adobe Premiere, you could go ahead and do that. They have a subscription base for using the Premiere for this one. So this is the one that I actually currently use, and I frequently use this one to edit my videos. So for this one, it's really powerful. You could actually import your project from different softwares. Like for example, if you already have Adobe After Effects on this one, you could basically import your project to Adobe Premiere and use that on your videos. So another important thing that you have to remember here when you're actually editing YouTube videos is you want to actually remove the stuff or the unwanted parts on your videos. So you want to remove the ums and filler words that you have on your video, so make sure that you remove that. So from here you can see there's sometimes there are cuts on my video, so that are the empty or filler words I usually add to my videos accidentally. But yeah, make sure to remove those so that you'll have a consistent flow on your video. So another thing that you want to remember when you're editing YouTube videos is you want to add assets to your videos. So for example, here in the background, as you can see, there's a brick on it. So it's not very simple. It's not a very simple thing. So to achieve this, you could actually just add layers to your video. So for example, if I actually remove this one, as you can see, this is just the black background here. But yeah, you could add layers to your video so that it would make things more interesting on your side. And yeah, so if you're for example, you're explaining something on your YouTube videos, you could also add B-roll clips. So you could add B-roll clips or substitution clips on your videos through the use of websites that actually offers free clips that you could use on YouTube. So here is one of the websites that I frequently visit to get my free videos. So here, this is pexels.com. You can switch over to their videos, and from here you could search from tons of their videos that they have on their website, and you could use this on your YouTube videos. And another free website you could actually visit is mixkit.com. So you could search for tons of videos also here, and you could also actually get your music here if you want to. Also, speaking about music, the third thing or the fourth thing that you have to remember or is very important for YouTube videos is to add video and audio effects. So here you could go ahead and go to stock music here, and you could basically use the music that they have here to make your videos more interesting. So if you're using music that isn't actually free to use, or they need attribution, so make sure you add your attributions when you actually upload your videos. But here in Mixkit, you could basically use this music and just edit your videos. So here also in Mixkit, you could also add sound effects. So for example, there's like an interesting animation on your screen. Make sure you add those effects here, or like for example, a swoosh or a punching effect sound, so that your videos will make it more interesting. Now for the next thing that's very important when you're actually editing your videos is to make sure that you actually play back the video. So you have to make sure that you actually watch the whole video once you finish editing it. So for example, here, just want to make sure that that everything looks good, you've successfully edited it out that you want to edit out. So for example, sometimes when you actually record videos, you'll tend to actually repeat some of the words or some of the sentences that you have on your clip. So for example, you already have taken this. For example, this is the take one from here, and this is the take two. So if you're talking about the same topic and it's just take one and take two, make sure that you use the actual take that you could actually use for your videos. So usually when we take videos, it's the last take that's actually perfect for the video, so make sure you use the correct one. And finally, when you're all done or you are satisfied with the actual content or the quality of the video, you could go ahead and just export your videos. So typically when you actually export videos, they take into good consideration when you're actually editing your project, so you don't have to worry about this much, because typically the software itself is going to adjust itself when you're actually editing or importing your videos. So just make sure that you have a high quality, like for example, the width and height and the FPS. So if you want to use 30 or 60 FPS, make sure that you're using that as well. And also for the quality, you have to ensure that you're actually using the correct dimensions for your video. So if you want to use 1920 by 1080, make sure that you're actually using that. And yeah, so once you've exported your video, you can just basically upload it in YouTube, and that's about it. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, you could use the link in the description to subscribe. See you in the next video.